gotta tell you, it is it is fall here in the Pacific Northwest. I grew up in Texas, and so all the fall foliage, all that, I didn't really get that growing up. But man, out here it's pretty wild. How's it going, YouTube? I was supposed to put up a video last Friday, and I deleted the footage accidentally. I was clearing out my memory cards for a project that was coming up, and I forgot to back up what I'd shot. So I didn't have a video for Friday, so this is my basically remaking that video now. Also been a little sick, been kind of under the weather as well. So I appreciate the patience and hanging there for all three of you that are watching this. I got contacted by this individual who is creating an app. It's a fitness app, and they're wanting me to create an advertisement for it. And so a couple of weeks ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, I had a Zoom meeting with the CEO, and we just kind of talked about maybe what that video could look like. And I've never made, I've made things that promoted companies before, mostly local companies, but like this is definitely like a step up. Never done an ad for an app before, so that's gonna be really interesting. So super exciting, and it's just crazy. I mean, I'm just thinking about it now, just how many weeks ago I put out a video where I was like, man, I have no clients, and this really sucks, and all that, but yeah, God has been good. And it's just crazy how it's easy to forget that. It's easy to forget the opportunities that God gives. It's just crazy how the human mind, how my mind can be and can work and can forget. And so I got to take a moment to just be grateful for the opportunity, this opportunity I have. And yeah, so I guess one of my kind of bigger messages here is I think, as you're starting out in this whole freelancing thing, I think we're just really eager to get that success, to taste that success. Everyone kind of jumps into freelancing for a number of different reasons. I think a big category of people that jump in it is they want to get out of their 9-to-5. And that's true for me. And with that, though, is like this urgency. You want to taste that success. You want to get out of your 9-to-5 as quickly as possible. And what happens, though, is while that urgency in a way is good, in that urgency, that urgency can foster some impatience. And what that could look like is like you get an opportunity, a great opportunity, but you're just so impatient to get to the next thing, get to the next milestone, get to the next paycheck, get to the next whatever it is that's going to set you free, or whatever, and you just kind of lose sight of that opportunity in front of you. And practically that means maybe you don't put as good enough work or effort into that job, and if you don't do that, then you may not get the next job, which is what, in a way you're wanting anyways. You want the next thing, and so it could be really unproductive to have that kind of impatience. And so I'm trying to, again, this is my second go around of doing this, and I'm just trying to just kind of hit the brakes a little bit and just pause and be grateful for the opportunity that I have, even though in a way it's stressful, and even though it's not 100% where I want to be. If I'm not patient and I'm not thoughtful, then I won't do as good of a job on this. And if I don't do a good job on this, it may not lead to the next thing. I guess my message is to be faithful wherever you're at, whatever opportunity you have, no matter how small it is, whether you have 100 clients or 1 client. 100 clients would be a lot. Okay, we'll just say like whether you have 5 clients or 1 client, however many you have, however small the budget is, even if it's for free, because this is actually going to be my first paid gig, so I had to do 2 unpaid gigs to get here. But even if you're doing a free gig, being faithful to that client, being faithful to that job, is super important. I share that again from a place of experience. I've been that person that hasn't been faithful and hasn't been grateful, and it just leads to frustration and a dead end. And yeah, so I hope that helps you out. This wasn't going to be something I was going to share, but it's kind of been on my mind. I've started this channel to document my freelancing journey, and I forget how many. This is the 8th video I think I'm making now, and I think it's taken me 8 videos to kind of figure out what I'm interested in talking about and sharing. And I think I've realized in 8 videos that I think what I enjoy talking the most about is kind of the journey faith side of freelancing, but not just freelancing. I think just in general. So just for example, the point about being faithful with what we have. I really like communicating those parts of the journey, like those really internal parts. I went to school for psychology, and I'm really interested in just our minds and the intersection of our mind and faith. And so I'm interested in a lot of deep questions, and I think those are the kinds of things I would gravitate more to talking about faith and such. So I don't know if this is going to be my pivot point, but I just kind of want to put it out there that I think my content might shift a little bit. I think I'd like to talk more about faith a bit more. Ideas that are coming to me. I'm reading books that I'm coming across that's helping me develop, rather than being strictly about freelancing and then that journey. I just feel there's a lot of other creators that are freelance creators that are already doing that part pretty well and are interested in that, and for me, I'm just not as interested. Like, I get more excited about kind of those deeper questions, and especially how it relates to faith. So I just feel like I needed to share that, and I just feel like maybe that's a change that might be coming. So maybe the content will look or will sound a bit different. But I'm happy I kind of figured that out in 8 videos rather than the 80th video, to figure out kind of what I want this channel to be like centered on. And I think it's surrounding faith. I've always been kind of self-conscious to talk about faith because it's kind of like, who am I, like to do that? But it is something that interests me, and I think it's the most important thing you can talk about and share with people. So so I don't know. I'm not sure what that looks like, what that content will look like. It's just a feeling that I'm having, and I feel like maybe a change could be coming, and so I just wanted to share that. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys are staying warm. I hope you guys are staying healthy. The flu is going around, the cold is going around. Get that vitamin C in, take care of yourselves, and hope to see you in the next one. Peace.